get to know that Chief Naatia is always one.
Naatia Foundation in focus today. There's a saying that you can learn everything about the people from how they treat their weakest. In our part of the world, orphans, stray children, and widows are among the most vulnerable and weakest. Two-thirds of Ghana's population is rural, mostly living in the country's northernmost regions. Whilst overall poverty rates have decreased significantly, only marginal improvements have been made in the north. This makes caring for the marginalized a difficult task, and this is where Naatia Foundation comes into focus. The Naatia Foundation, headed by His Eminence Chief Naatia, has envisaged mainstreaming the orphans, stray children, witches' camps, and widows in rehabilitation programs by providing care, support, and protection through emotional support, food, clothing, healthcare, and education. All these form part of the mission of the noble chief, a father to the fatherless, a strength to the weak, a voice to the voiceless, and a defender to the hopeless, is God in his own dwelling. Surely, God lives with the destitute, same way Naatia lives with the destitute and the uncared for. Caring for the marginalized, the abused, the neglected, the orphans, and the widow has become the headache of the handsome philanthropist, Chief Naatia Slifu. Over the period, the kind-hearted chief single-handedly supports the vulnerable in our society. Not only has he become the father of the orphans, stray children, widows, and witches' camps, he's been there generally for the destitute. Chief Naatia maintains that the best joy in this world is to invoke a smiling face among the vulnerable. Nyani Orphanage. Around 160,000 Ghanaian children have been orphans due to untimely death of their parents and are now facing a life without their biological parents. At present, an estimated 1.1 million children in Ghana have lost either one or both of their parents. These children are involved in rag picking, pickpocketing, and participating in antisocial and criminal activities. Fortunately, there are organizations throughout Africa that help orphans and abandoned children. One of these organizations is the Nyohani Children's Home in Tamale, Ghana. Orphans are left without care and support in many communities. Additionally, not much has been done to ease the burden at the orphanage home beyond their enjoyment of shelter.
The children come here through the Department of Social Welfare, DOSU, and the hospital welfare. Not all children institutions get this opportunity, and they having this opportunity has sent them, let's say, memories that someone somewhere cares for them, and they are feeling at home.
Naatia Foundation frequently visit this orphanage to donate foodstuff, clothing, and money for the upkeep of these orphans.
Better to do it there because we all know that the children, they don't have parents, and today is a happy day for all Muslims in Ghana. So I decided to come and share my happiness with the children here. I want the children to go to school, you understand? So because of this, I'm yet to sponsor a program on radio stations, which will be bringing more teachers to talk about education and how the children could go to school and learn very well to become people in the future.
Widows Association. Not only has the benevolent young chief supported the orphanage, he's been there for the Widows Association. Widows in Africa have often been faced with traumatic experience in African communities at the instance of losing their husbands, which is occasioned by death. The inhuman treatment meted on the widows varies from one culture to the other. Most of the treatments are geared towards dehumanizing their victims, which is always a painful and psychological experience that can affect the individual throughout her life. The maltreatment of widows is wide-ranging. Young children of widows are forced to drop out of school, work, and become destitute due to lack of access to their father's resources. Naatia Foundation has been there for the widows too. The foundation has allocated some of its resources for the upkeep of widows and their children.
Our chief, Naatia, who have come to do us a great honor to present to us these honorable gifts, rice, maize, etc. Even financially for our school, the orphans to go to school, food for the widows, for the children, etc. We'll be very grateful that all chiefs in the northern region and Tamale Metro will come out to have attention on these poor widows and orphans and how we can support them in assisting them to also wipe their tears off. And I'm very grateful that Naatia is here to honor us with this great. His visit alone is an honor, and the gift is a plus. We are very honored and we thank him, and we are so proud of him. And we appeal to the chiefs of the northern region to come and also take same examples and wipe the tears of these widows and orphans to assist them in their feeding, school programs and books, etc. We are very grateful, Chief, and we thank you, and we are very proud that you will come to this meeting.
Our happiness is beyond the expression of words. God knows best. So we are grateful to God. May God bless you. We pray that someday others will also come the same way you did and do even more good unto us. Some of us don't even have a place of our own. We are in rented houses. So for that matter, we are thankful to God. May God provide more for you to take care of us. We have nothing to do unless God. We are grateful to you. Ever since we started, nobody have ever catered for us with this much care and affection. Your coming is a blessing to us. We together with the orphans are grateful. More grace to your elbow. May God richly bless you. We pray that your next coming will welcome you with much more excitement than this, because we have nobody to care for us like you are doing. Although you are not the only great one in the north, and we really appreciate your efforts. God richly bless you.
Witches Camp. A witch camp is a settlement where women suspected of being witches can flee for safety. Usually, in order to avoid being lynched by neighbors. Witch camps exist solely in Ghana, where there are at least 6 of them, housing a total of around 1,000 women. Such camps can be found at Bonyasi, Gambaga, Gani, Patanga, Kuku, and Naboli, all in northern Ghana. Some of the camps are thought to have been set up over 100 years ago. Many women in such camps are widows, and it is thought that relatives accuse them of witchcrafts in order to take control of their husband's possessions. Many women also are mentally ill, a little understood problem in Ghana. In some camps, the women are given protection by the local chieftain, and in return, pay him and work in his fields. Naatia Foundation frequently visits these witch camps to give financial support to the suspected witches. Gushegu Building. Did I forget to acknowledge the lending of hand to the school project? It wouldn't be fair to do so. The unforgettable legacy has become a memorable relief to the good people of Gushegu, especially students at Gushegu Senior High School. Naatia Foundation considers education a fundamental human right and a core element of our work in Ghana, because it enables people to access and enjoy other rights. Therefore, the foundation works with excluded groups and stakeholders in education to complement the lacking needs of education among the people, democratize the learning process so that all children